Hello friends, welcome back. Today we will work on a new practical. The practical name is installation of Veritas. Okay, before we start the practical, I just want to tell you a few things about a Veritas. What is a Veritas? What the use of this? Okay, installation of Veritas. What is a Veritas? Veritas Cluster Server connect multiple independent systems into a management framework. Each system and a node run its own operating system. When a node or a monitoring application fails, another node can take action and bring up nodes in the cluster. List of cluster software available in the market. There is a cluster, that's a Sun cluster service, native Sun Solaris cluster, the Linux cluster server, native Linux cluster. Then another one is the Oracle Rack, the application level cluster for Oracle database that works on a different operating system. Veritas cluster service, third party cluster software, works on different operating system like Sun Solaris, Linux, AIX and HPUX. HCMP, the IBM AIX based cluster technology, HPUX native cluster technology, right? And so physical components which is required for a Veritas cluster. One, we require nodes. Second, we require a shared storage, and we require networking components. Then logical components, we require a resource and service groups, VCS agents, and the cluster communication and a VCS daemons and the VCS configuration files. What is a GAB? Group Membership Service and Automatic Broadcast. That stands for a GAB. The Group Membership Service and Automatic Broadcast Protocol is responsible for the cluster memberships and the cluster communication. GAB has two major functions. GAB maintains a cluster membership by receiving input on the status of the heartbeats from each node by LLT. I will explain later what is the LLT. When a system no longer receives heartbeat from a pair, it's make the pair as a down. GAB's second function is a reliable cluster communication. GAB provides the guaranteed delivery of point-to-point and broadcast messages to all nodes. Okay, what is LLT? As I told you, low latency transport. VCS use a private network communication between cluster nodes for the cluster maintenance. If any of you guys knew something about Red Hat cluster, they know very well heartbeat. If you don't have an idea about the Red Hat cluster, please watch my video. In my video list, I already upload a video of Red Hat cluster. Okay, so you will understand what is a heartbeat. Okay, so in VCS, LLT is just equal to heartbeat in the Red Hat cluster. LLT has two major functions. Traffic distribution. LLT distributes load balance internode communication across all available private network links. Heartbeat. LLT is responsible for sending and receiving heartbeat traffic over the network links. Our lab environment. Storage server, we have one storage server 192.168.10.141. Veritas node 1, this is my node 1 IP address and the LAN card ID, heartbeat IP address, second heartbeat IP address, and the host name of my Veritas cluster. And the Veritas cluster node 1, 2, and with the IP address, and this is our host name, heartbeat IP address 1 and heartbeat address 2. Okay, now I will show you this all my configuration. This is my storage, shared storage server, as I said. So let me log in from here to node 1. Okay, in node 1, let me show you the IP address. You can see this is my one IP address, this is my second heartbeat IP address, this is my first heartbeat IP address, and this is my second heartbeat IP address. Okay, and this is my host name of this server. Okay, and shared storage, let me show you. This is my shared storage. How will you confirm that? Let me run the one command which will show you clearly. Now you can see this is a shared storage, and the rest of is the VMware virtual disk. Okay, this is a virtual disk from this particular disk, particular server. Okay, so how we can share this disk, I will not explain this in this video, as I already explained about this in my previous video. If you guys did not see that, please watch that video, then you will understand how to share the disk. Okay, now let's go on the node 2. Exit. Let me go to node 2, and this is my node 2, and here I can see okay, this is my IP address, all my 3 IP address, and the host name is the same, and shared storage, it's also there, ls SCSI. Now you can see this, there is a shared storage. Okay, this is my environment, as you can see that. Okay, requirement to install the Veritas cluster. Both nodes have both hosts have a name entries in etc host file, so that they can communicate with IP address and with the name also. Both nodes should have a passwordless authentication. VMware tool should be installed. If you are using this on the physical server, then no need to VMware installation. Okay, in a Red Hat 7, Red Hat do not like you install a VMware tools, the default is software which provided by VMware. So they recommend you to install a OpenVM tools on Red Hat 7 instead of default VMware tools. Okay, now let's check this configuration also done. Yeah, not. Okay, this is my etc host entries. Okay, now let's go on node 1 also. Now this is all an entry in there, not SSH node 2. Yeah, without password I'm able to log in. Okay, download the Veritas software. Go to the semantic.com website and sign up for a free to download Semantic Storage Foundation and Veritas Cluster 7.2 for Linux. Just copy this URL in your browser, it automatically download a software for you. Okay, then just copy the tarball on a node 1 with a WinSCP software from our Windows in /temp directory. I already done that for you guys. Now you can see, yeah, this is my software. Okay, you can see this. Okay, now shared storage, I already show you. First of all, we have to share this shared disk from the storage server to both node 1 and 2. Verify the disk on both nodes properly and extract the tarball. We have to extract a tarball with this command. Okay, do that. XVF Veritas tissue. It's working now. It will take few minutes to extract this because there are a lot of packages in it, so we have to just hold our breath. It's installing and downloading and extracting. Wow, wait, let's pause the video. It will take few minutes. Okay guys, now you can see extraction is done. Now what is next? After extraction, installation, we have to go to into extract directory with the below command cd and this. Okay, now can you see? Okay, there is a one directory as per the ppt. This we went in there, we can see there is a two directory. Okay, go to this and there will be a two directory existing. We have to go to rel7 ex86 underscore 64 directory. Okay, there is, yeah, you can see that file is also there. Okay, after that you went with this command, we done already, run the below command. Okay, dot installer. Okay, there is, let me check, yeah, the installer file is there. Follow the instructions, run the installer file and start the previous check to ensure all requirements are done to continue the installation of Veritas cluster on RHEL7. Wow, that's great. Now our most of time we spend on here. The installation start. Okay, it will take a few minutes to loading. Okay, first there are the lot of options, no need to scared. These are just normal things, you will get familiar with this after this video. Okay, first, what is this? Perform a pre-installation check, install a product, configuration of product components, upgrade the product, perform a post-installation check, uninstall a product, license a product, start the products. Oh my god, a lot of things. Okay, let's go. The first one, press capital P. Okay, it's asking me what do you want to install. Veritas InfoScale Foundation, Veritas Foundation, that's a diff and a hybridity, and the InfoScale storage and InfoScale enterprise. We go for a fourth one. Why? The third one is a storage. It will install those dependency and a package and the commands which require to format a disk, add a disk in a Veritas. And the second one is the high-ability and software. That is nothing, that's just high-ability package, like it will install the commands and a package which is required to install configure a high-ability Veritas. InfoScale Foundation, it is the same, right? It is just install some, you know, high-ability package and even some storage package also. But is the combo pack is the fourth one, the Veritas InfoScale Enterprise. In this, what will happen? Everything will be installed here. Okay, with this, so run the command fourth. When you can see there are a lot of options again. So where cluster server, storage foundation, the storage foundation, and cluster file system HA. So here we will go for like a storage foundation and a high-ability. We require third one, then press third. Enter the system name separate by space. Okay, node 1 and node 2. Now it's checking the communication. As I said that you know, passwordless authentication is done. That now checking the installation product, it will tell you which package is missing on your system, right? And then ask you, would you like to install those packages or not, right? It's all your call, you want to install it or not. Checking the file system free space. Okay, what is saying? How would you like to install the missing album? Okay, it said that these packages are missing, right? And make sure your yum should be working on a both server, right? So install the missing required package with the yum. If you yum is configured, install the missing package manually, so don't want to install. So I press 1. Okay, I said okay, install from yum. Installing missing OS RPM with the node 1. Okay, just wait, it's taking Installation may take a few minutes. Be patient. Okay, we will. Don't worry. Okay, press enter to continue. Installation OS RPM with a yum on node 1 and node 2 is done. Press enter to continue. Okay, I press enter to continue. It's checking again, checking the release ability, installation product. Okay, checking performance version and previous package. Okay, checking the file system free space. Okay, now it's asking that would you like to install InfoScale Enterprise on node 1 and node 2? As I said, first is check. Now you can see the system verification check complete successfully. Flowing nodes were discovered on the system. Okay, everything is there. Now I press Y. Yes, I want to install. Do you agree with the this? There's a license, as you know. Whenever we install any software, it will ask us for some MSC. Okay, it will take some time to install. Let me pause the video for the time being, and I'll be back once installation complete. Yeah, friends, I'm back. So after complete installation, it's giving me this screen directly. Okay, I could not even, I'm just trying to pause, resume the video, but it's so quick. Okay, so to complete with the term of our end user license agreement, do you have a 60-day to either? Okay, so press 2. Like I don't have a key, so it's my testing. So okay, so which product would you like to register? I said 4. Oh, it's saying successfully registered. Hey, now would you like to configure fencing to enable a modes? Okay, that's I already told about the fencing. Fencing is nothing, it will restart your system. So I'm on doing like it's my testing system. I'm not using any fencing here, so I'm using N. Okay, no configuration changes are made. To press enter. Okay, it's asking me the unique cluster name, the 2 node and 2 more NICs. To configure VCs for InfoScale Enterprise, the following information is required: a unique cluster name, it could be anything, so I'm saying it HTTP. I'm looking, so we will configure a high availability Veritas cluster, so I'm using a HTTP cluster, you can say, not CLUST cluster. Okay, HTTP cluster. So hey, would you like to configure a heartbeat links? I said, like configure the heartbeat link LLT over the Ethernet, UDP and RDMA, and automatically detect the configuration for LLT over the Ethernet. Okay, so I'm pressing 1. So I will tell them, enter the NIC of the first private heartbeat link of this. Okay, so as I told you guys, on this is the IP which is I'm accessing 192.168.10.69, and this is my first heartbeat IP address. This is my second heartbeat IP. I said okay, I copy this and paste it, yes, and this is my second heartbeat IP address. This. Would you like to configure the additional low priority hard disk link? I said no, 2 is enough. Are you using the same NICs for private heartbeat links to all system? Yes, because on my second node 2 also have the same configurations. Okay, so I said yes. Okay, it's configuring that. Okay, enter unique cluster ID number between this. So you can see that by default there is a one unique ID. So I will recommend you go for with the by default one, because we don't have a lot of cluster here as it is a demo purpose. But when you are doing this on the production environment, make sure any of your cluster does not contain on this particular cluster ID. Okay, I press enter. Would you like to check the cluster ID in using another? No, because I don't have any. As I said that it is a demo one. Okay, cluster information verification. This is my cluster, Apache underscore cluster. Okay, this is my cluster ID. This is my heartbeat, private heartbeat NICs for the node 1, that and NIC 1 and node 2, and the private heartbeat NICs for node 2, and this and this. Okay, is this information correct? Yes, it is correct. I press Y. Okay, do you want to configure a virtual IP? Yes, I want to configure a virtual IP. So, what is my virtual IP? Just hold on. It's asking for the virtual IP. So, yes, I want to configure. So, enter the NIC of the virtual IP of the cluster to use the node 1. Okay, so what is virtual IP address? This is my LAN card. Yes, this is okay. Now is it your public NIC used for the all system? I said yes, because on the second node also the same. Enter the virtual IP address for the cluster. Okay, 192.68.10.172. As I said that my host IP address is 192.168.10.169. And what is the use of this virtual IP address? This virtual IP address which is accessed by users, okay, and it will automatically float one nodes to another node as per the service. Like if the service is active on the node 1, the floating IP address will be on the virtual on 1, and otherwise it will go on the second. Okay, now I press 1. Now it's asking for the net mask. I said 255.255 as it already gave 255.0. Okay, net mask, it already, there is no required of gateway of the for virtual IP address. I said yes. Would you like to configure VC clusters in secure mode? No, I don't want that. Are you sure that you want to proceed with a non-secure installation? Yes, I want. Okay. Flowing information is required to add VC's cluster. Add a user, a password for a user. Do you want to accept the default? Yeah, admin and password. Yes, I'm okay with the default one. Do you want to add another user? I don't want that. Okay. Administration privileges, password will not display. Okay, yes. Following information is required to configure SNMP. I don't want to configure SNMP. SNMP notification, not yet. Flowing data is required to configure a global cluster NIC, the public NIC used by the each system in the cluster. Do you want to configure global cluster option? No. Okay, it's now configuring my. Do you want to stop in secure enterprise process now? Yes, I want, so that it automatically start. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, just it will take some time. It's stopping and then it will start automatically. Just hold on. I hope it will take less time. If it will take a long time, I will. Okay, now you can say it's successfully installation complete. Now again, logs are being written in this file while installing the process. Now I said that it's stop and now it's starting. Okay, you can see that. Just it will take few minutes only. It will not take a long time. because if it would take a long time I would pause the video, but I hope it will not take so long time. It will take only 1 or 2 minutes. Starting VBR virtual source and all. Now you can see 59%, 62%, 70%, 75%. It's you can see that LLT, start LLT, then GAB, right? Now successfully installed. Okay, now you can see this showing that please copy this in your browser to see the health of the system. Okay, let's copy this somewhere. In my notepad I copy this here. Okay, I just changed the IP address of my server. 192.168.10.169. okay, let's copy this. Some internet networking proxy. Okay, it's working now. Now it will ask username, password. I type username, root password, and that. Okay, now you can see retrieving data. This is my how to configure a application for high availability. Okay, now here you can add a cluster, configure high availability, add a system to Veritas, unconfigure the VCS cluster, right? Everything you can do from the browser also, right? This is the page. It is not good looking because I don't have a flash and all on my system. If it will be installed, you can see a good one. Okay, so now here, would you like to view the summary file? I said no. Okay, the installation is complete successfully. Congratulations, your Veritas installation is complete. Okay, now go to back to. Okay, when you run, it will prompt many options. Okay, post installation of configuration. After installation, all binary will be installed in OPT. Wait, okay, go in OPT. You can see here anything. Wow, there are a lot of things, man. It said here there are a lot of things like bin directory is all commands which is we required. Okay, so bin directory which all has all commands related to Veritas. This I already show you. So either we have to provide a full path, and yeah, you can add in the .bash profile with this. Okay, bin/opt and this. Okay, now you can see here I will write this like I can type this opt with this bin hj status. Wow, you can see where cluster service node 1 online. Okay, node 1 is running and node 2 is also running, right? And there is another command. As I told you, we have two disk, one disk. Okay, vx disk hyphen hyphen list. Now you can see invalid disk. That's mean we have one set empty disk. Now you can see lsblk, right? This disk is the empty, right? And that's why it's showing invalid disk. Okay, and this is the disk. In my next video, I will show you a lot of commands for a Veritas and how we configure, how we can add this disk in a Veritas. Now this is saying like invalid, right? Now we say online invalid. We have to remove this invalid. So for that we have to add this disk in a Veritas, and like we create in the Linux PV, VZ and LVM, all things will be done here also, right? But the syntax will be completely different. Okay, okay, so this is all about my this Veritas installation. Okay, log in and log out. Now you can see. Okay, let me try this one also. Bash underscore profile betashi. Yeah, you can see here, right? OPTVRTS bin. I think this is the path. Okay, now what I need to do, log out, login again. Now I press HA. Now you can see HA agent and all HA status hyphen sum. I can see this is a node 1 cluster. Yeah, one more thing I want to show you. This you can see the heartbeat IP address, which we configure, virtual IP address. When I will reboot this system, this IP address automatically move to the another system. Okay, this is just an installation of Veritas software and configure IP address. Okay, in the next video we will show how we can configure a high availability cluster. Okay, thanks to watch our video. Hit the like button, give your comment and suggestion. Subscribe our technical tech channel for get latest video updates. Thanks to watch technical tech channel.
Please subscribe our channel Technical Tech. Don't forget to click on a bell button to get latest notification. Thanks. Have a nice day.